So, is it really possible to achieve anything in life, or is it a trap that's designed to make us feel like we can, but we actually never can? What do you think? In this video, we're going to dive deep into this big question. We'll explore truly, is anything really possible? Okay, we hear this saying all the time. I'm sure parents used to tell you that you can be anything that you want to be if you set your mind to it. And sometimes it leads to frustration. Sometimes it leads us to not believing in ourselves. So I want to make sure that we go over this big question and we're going to discover, is it a trap or is it not? Okay. So I know that why do some people struggle in achieving everything? Why do others get started and quit? Why do some can get to the finish line and some does not? Right? Let's address that. Is it really possible to achieve everything? The quick answer is yes. Is it a trap? No. What allows us to believe that we can no longer do it is the frustration that we're not getting there fast enough. When we take away the finish line and the deadlines of us having to achieve a certain thing and just go through the process and not quit too soon. You guys ever seen that picture where there's two people that's like mining, they're mining with like a little mining stick thing and they're trying to dig for gold or diamonds or whatever it is, right? And one is even closer to actually like hitting that rock, right? And the other one's a little bit further away. And that person was like one chug away and he just gets frustrated and turns around. And the other guy's like just chugging at it and chugging at it and chugging at it. And he finally gets to it and he finally be able to achieve what it is that he's been looking for. That's what this is like. But sometimes we just quit too soon. We make it too complicated, right? Achieving something extraordinary, it isn't simple. I'm just saying. Right? I want to achieve something super extraordinary, something that I've never seen before, right? We live in a world full of distractions, full of roadblocks, full of imposter syndromes, thinking that we can't do it, thinking that we lack something that won't allow us to achieve it. But you guys, goals and dreams and visions and desires, they just don't come from anywhere, right? All the dreams and desires that we have that God blessed us with, he's also equipped us with the tools to achieve whatever it is that we're trying to achieve. But a lot of us is operating in imposter syndrome. I'm guilty of that, like so guilty of that. So is it possible to be able to achieve those goals? Yes, it is. But here's the catch. It is possible, but only if we approach it the right way. And unfortunately, not everyone will have the full picture, right? So in that example, if the guy above could see that he was only one strike away, would he have stopped? He wouldn't have. He wouldn't have stopped. If he would have known he was one strike away, he would have kept going. But he allowed frustrations and distractions and imposter syndrome to make him to believe that what he was trying to achieve was impossible. So he turned around. This is what we go through every single day. We cannot see the end result. We only have the vision and the idea and the dream that is pulling us towards that. It's like a gravity pull, right? It's something within us. Entrepreneurs, they're special. They're unique creatures. We are individually created for something, for the greatest destiny ever. We have this gravity, this internal gravity that pulls us to be able to achieve the impossible that not a lot of people can see. Sometimes they'll call us crazy. Like, what are you working so hard for? Like, what are you doing? Like, this idea of yours is crazy. This idea of yours is too big. Like, what are you doing? You don't have the capacity. You don't have the knowledge, the skill set, the degrees. Like, I'm currently in the process of developing multiple softwares at the same time. Now, granted, I have an amazing team, but even myself have been dealing with imposter syndrome. Yo, Jazz, you don't have a college degree. You don't know how to code. You don't know the first thing about creating a server. Like, all of these things that I'm actually inadequate for. But I have this big dream and I have this big vision and it keeps pulling me and it won't allow me to stop. My shortcomings won't allow me to stop. My disabilities won't allow me to stop. My lack mindset won't allow me to stop. The frustrations won't allow me to stop. It just pulls me. So when we have the full picture, it makes it easy to keep going because we know that success is on the other side. But we don't. We have to operate in faith. We have to operate knowing that if I keep going and I stay consistent, that I'm going to achieve my goal. So let's talk about traps. Traps, a lot of people fall into, okay? It's a trap thinking that you can achieve anything without a real strategy, without understanding like what real success actually requires. That's the trap. Thinking that we're going to be successful in something and not understand that there's a strategy to be able to get to that. Every year within the academy, the CEO Clean Academy, where I teach entrepreneurs how to launch and scale and grow multiple 6-figure, 7-figure cleaning companies without them ever touching a mop or broom, every year I reevaluate the strategy. Did it work for a majority of our students? Did most of our students see the results that I know they could achieve? Do I have to make some tweaks in our program? Like, this program has been around for about 2-3 years now, but every single year I'm reevaluating because I want to make sure that my students are not falling in the trap. I want to make sure that they know they can achieve this level of success with these directions. Okay. Even myself, I've been developing this software for a while now. I literally thought the first time I had our planning meeting that it was going to be up and running in the next couple months. Right? I feel like that SpongeBob meme 2 years later. Right? Like, okay, what are we doing? Like, are we still here? Yes. This is just the process. I cannot negate the process. There's been ups and downs and roadblocks and changing of software, changing of developers backing out, coding like a lot of stuff. And I don't know how many more strikes I have until I'm going to hit that diamond. I could turn away right now because I'm frustrated and I'm upset that it's taking this long, and I thought it was going to be done quicker and I could be done with this and I can develop my project manager and I could be like, yo, I'm done. Tell everybody I'm done. We're out. Like, we tried it. We gave it enough try. Like, we can't say we didn't try. Like, I appreciate everybody's time and effort, but we're done. It's a wrap. Turn off the lights. Put the toe tag on. Or I can keep going because I don't know if I'm going to receive a message from my project manager and be like, yo, Jazz, it's done. Click on it. It's going to be live, right? But traps that people fall in thinking that they're going to be able to achieve something without real strategy and understanding what success requires. People often make the mistake that motivation is action. They make the mistake they see motivation alone will carry them into their business, into the tough days. Like, there were some days to where when we're having these long, like 3 hours, 4 hour developer meetings, and we're discussing everything with like a new developer, and then like 3 days later, I'm finding out the developer quit. I'm like, my God, for real? But you got to get back. The desire has to be consistent. It has to be that consistent effort, right? That's going to keep you on that treadmill going. That's the trap. So yes, failure, that's the part a lot of motivational speakers forget to mention. But see, I love to fail. I look to fail. Like, I look for failures after and around every corner because I know after failure comes success. I know that failure and success, like, they're best friends. Like, they first cousins. Like, you don't see one without the other. Okay? Like, they hear with it. They're not going nowhere without each other. They matching. Like, they with that. A lot of people forget to talk about failure as a part of the process when failure is a part of the process. And that's okay. In fact, it's necessary. Failure is how we learn. Failure is how we get stronger. Changing your mindset from the fixed mindset to a growth mindset will teach you that and allow you to look at failures as lessons and allow you to understand that there's some things you can only learn in failure. There's some things you're going to only learn when you lose. But you didn't lose. It's just a lesson that you learn that you'll now be able to leverage into growth. But you can never leverage that thing into growth if you didn't learn it from the lesson that you took when you lost, when you fell. Isn't that beautiful? It's like the plot twist. If you're not failing, then you're probably not trying hard enough. I mean, we tried server after server, host after host, developer after developer. My first project manager isn't my current project manager who I thought we was like, it's a thing. The Academy was started off as a monthly membership. Then it went to a one-time cost. Then it went to a program. Then it went to a done for you. Now it's back to a program. Now it's back at a membership. Like, we're constantly changing and evolving. The key to achieving anything is consistency and strategy. Those two things. Let's break it down. Okay, let's break it down. I want to give you guys a few points of how to actually achieve goals. Okay, you guys ready? All right. First off, you have to clarify your goals. You have to clarify what you're actually trying to reach. Make sure you know exactly what you want. The more specific, the better. Create the strategy. Break it down, break your goals into smaller tasks. Sometimes something can seem so unachievable because you're looking at the bigger picture and you have to break it down. Tackle them one at a time. Okay, I just had a call with one of our Done For You clients, and she's like, I feel so overwhelmed. I have all these things to do, and I keep forgetting to do this, and I jump around and do this, and I jump around and do this. I was like, yo, hold on. Write everything down that you need to accomplish. Okay, I'm pretty sure once you write everything down, you'll see that you completed more than you thought. Okay, and then you're going to start from the top and you're going to do that one thing and you're going to check it off. And you're going to go to the next thing and you're going to check it off. So that way you're not skipping around and you're missing vital things for your business. Okay, the next thing is you want to be consistent. Do something every day that moves you closer to the goal. Even small actions count. Okay, success loves momentum, and forward momentum is so much easier when it's consistent and it's chugging along versus you having to take a pause and then you have to rebuild and push up that giant rock that you're trying to get up to that hill, to that mountaintop from a pause moment. Now, I'm not saying not take a pause. I talk to entrepreneurs all the time. They're like, I need to take a step back. Right? You have to be self-aware of how you work, your work ethic, your space, your mindset, right? I'm not asking to kill you guys self into an early grave. I'm just asking for you to develop a level of work ethic that's needed to achieve the goals that you're trying to reach. Okay. Fourth one, embrace failure. See setbacks as opportunities to learn. Point blank, period. Not roadblocks. I am currently my youngest son is now taking a big interest into soccer. Okay. Beforehand, I signed him up for soccer because his middle brother played soccer and it was just easier. One practice, one location, same uniform, right? Just easy. Go play. You're fine. You know, your brother is practicing down that field. You practice right here. But then I noticed he was doing more cartwheels than passing. He was doing more cartwheels and flips and counting flowers and picking up rocks than anything. So I'm like, you know what? You're kind of wasting my money, kid. Let's pull back. Okay. And then he took a self-interest in it. Okay. And he kind of got bit by the bug. He's a little goalie player right now. And he got bit by the bug to where like he's all in. Okay. Like, how many games do I have this weekend? Can you sign me up for any other games? Like, what we doing? Like, I'm in this. Okay. Like, mom, I got to go to bed early. Yes, he's 7. Okay. What time I got to wake up? My uniform is all out. I'm ready. We up in here. Okay. But now I'm trying to develop his mindset because the goalie position, if you guys are not aware of in soccer, it's a tough position. First of all, you kind of play it solo. You have your defenders that kind of help protect the ball, and they're supposed to stop the ball before it get to you. You're kind of like the last resort, the last help. But he's just a 7-year-old kid standing in front of this big goal. trying to stop every shot, trying to stop every ball. Okay. And he's still working and still developing and still becoming the best player. So, he had a goal come past him. And the thing about it was, it's literally his third game. He's playing up and he let a ball get past him during a PK, a penalty kick. And he was just so down. He was so down, it was very hard for him to function for the rest of the game. And it was very hard for him to see the level of success that he received the first half of the game. Because the first half of the game, he stopped everything. Like nothing got past him. He was stopping goals left and right. He was diving for balls left and right, making passes left and right. Like nothing got past him. The score was something to 1. His team won, but he couldn't see past that one failure. Like he couldn't see past it. And I'm like, dude, you literally stopped everything. You're over here upset and frustrated about one loss. You can't even celebrate all the wins. You're so fixated on that one mistake, you can't celebrate all the previous wins. So let's stop and think about this loss, right? First of all, everything is a lesson. You're going to grow from this if you allow yourself to. If you can stop seeing this as a roadblock, I'm done. I can't believe this. I'm a failure. I gotta quit. I'm shameful. I can't show my face at practice on Monday. Like, what am I doing? I gotta retire. My goals and dreams are done. Like, really? You're 7. Right? So I have to work on his mindset to allow him to be able to see that loss as a lesson, not as a roadblock. So that way he can leverage that situation and that lesson and take from that and then be able to move forward. Okay. Hey, don't look at the ball. Look at the body, right? Don't look at the ball. Look at their shoulders. See which way their hips are pointing. See what direction their eyes are pointing to, right? Like think about the situation you were in, evaluate it, analyze it. Now, what can you do differently? Should you have dived instead of stopping with your feet? Like, you know what I mean? Like literally think through that. And yes, I'm talking to a 7-year-old like that because I want him to be able to understand these concepts at a young age. Okay. So you have to do the same thing. Don't see these things as roadblocks. Okay. Embrace those failures. So that way you can take that to the win next time. Okay. And don't be afraid to adjust. Stay adaptable. Stay liquid. So my dad always used to say, stay liquid. Don't be afraid to adjust your approach as things change. Because trust me and believe, things will change. Okay, now here's the part that you might be surprised. Achieving anything is not just about hard work. As much as I preach hard work and as much as I'm the hard work girl, it's about how well you take care of yourself, your mindset, your health, your emotional state. That all plays a huge role. That all plays a huge role in how you proceed in business, what baggages you're carrying along. I did a lot of videos recently, and I want you guys to go back, watch all of our recent videos because I'm talking about a lot of these things along my process and journey, about things I wish I would have known differently, would have did differently, my biggest pitfalls and all of these things. And at the end of the day, the level of success did not go for my business because I wasn't ready for that. I wasn't prepared for that mentally, emotionally, like any of the things. Yes, that has a huge role. This is why I always say working on you is working on your business. Your business is a reflection of all of those things, your mindset, your mental state, your emotional state, all of that. So you have to make sure that you're working on those things as well. So you have to ask yourself the question, can you achieve anything? I know you can. I believe in you. But the question is, do you believe in you? Do you feel like it's unrealistic? Don't plan or think that success is going to come easy. If you approach your goals with persistence, strategy, self-care, self-motivation, incredible things could happen for you. It's all about how you tackle the process. And nobody is bigger than the process. Everybody has to go through the process. So it really is possible to achieve anything, but you need to be prepared for the hard work, the failures, the challenges along the way. The trap is thinking that your dream is too big. In reality, it's about taking each step and each action and moving the needle forward every single day. So, yes, you can accomplish anything, just like your mama told you. They weren't lying. So, stop telling yourself that you can't, because when you were young and you were a kid, it was easy to believe that you could achieve anything. And now as we get older, right, we see life happening. Our dreams diminish a little bit. Doesn't our reality shifts and change, and we believe that we are the product of our reality, which not allows us to believe in another reality. And that's us working on our mindset. So I want to challenge you guys to keep believing bigger, to keep believing that you can achieve any and everything. And whatever it is that you want to achieve, you got this. Like, focus on that thing. Don't be like the guy that turned back when he was one strike away. Like, that would kill me to think that I quit too soon. All right. So I hope this was helpful. If it was, let me know in the comments. Let me know what thing like you felt the most. And if you know somebody that needs to hear this, an entrepreneur that you work closely with, that you're trying to motivate and encourage them to keep going, send them this video, tag them in this video, share this video with them, because 2025 is definitely my year and I want it to be yours and theirs too. So until next time, see y'all later.